So, Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys were playing. Is that how you say it? How do you say it?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's how you say it.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
So, some of you guys were playing it last week, but I always see people playing it in this church every so often for the past, whatever, however long those cards have been out. And I kind of put my foot down last week, as I do every time I see you guys playing that. And it's like I never said anything the first time, because all of a sudden you got those cards back out. Like it means nothing. And so the question arose with this guy over here.
Hey.
Did you say Satan?
What?
With this guy over here who said, "What's wrong with him?" I said, well, I'm going to find some information. Well, I didn't find any detail on the cards because I didn't delve harder. But I did find people, certain people, perhaps Christians or maybe Christians, strong Christians, are asking, what's wrong with playing this? Is it a sin? Will I go to hell? They were asking different questions to this guy. Parents are writing into this guy. And he's saying, or this girl, Jody Sullivan, and this person is responding back with scriptures. So we're going to talk about that. I want your feedback and your input and so forth. Here's the question, one of the questions, and I think I saw I pulled this. It says, please, I follow the Lord. I am a born-again Christian and love the Lord. Also, I want to know something. Oh, wait, did I miss another question? Oh, let me read that. Here it is. The question starts up here. It says, okay, I forgot to ask, but I'm not obsessed with it, and I don't watch the show, and I must not have printed a page before that, and play the game with my little brother. I would never even consider looking into dark magic or anything like that. I don't even believe in magic or anything. Just God. He is my Savior. I gave up cursing, and I gave up everything. I gave up watching dirty and horror films. Now I'm only 14, and I was a huge load to take off. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a hobby game for me that's fun. I give me and my brothers some competition because we play sports also. I'll probably stop in a few years if it's not a sin. I just want to win some tournaments and be noticed. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So please tell me straight up. Is it a sin to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Lightly and not watch the show? Will I go to hell and be away from my Lord? I mean, this guy's serious. It sounds kind of a quirky question, but he's 14 years old. And I think it's just, he's saying another one. Please, I follow the Lord and am born again Christian and love the Lord. Also, I want to know something. Is playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't know if that's the same person. I'm assuming it is, but I'm just catching bits and pieces. Okay. First of all, about the lady who is responding to the question. It says, I am both a Christian and a minister. My husband and I have done quite a bit of work with troubled youth and dysfunctional families. I will try to accurately answer any and all questions. I love helping people come to a resolute conclusion. Her experience. My name is Jody Sullivan and I am both a Christian. Okay, so she says, it seems that I've spent my life, 41 years, answering questions that are related to Christianity in some form or another. I enjoy it and deem it a privilege. I have quite a bit of experience in Christian counseling throughout the years. Many people have questions, and I have found that the individual who is equipped with the correct answer will often make better life choices. That's a good point.
The story where you told us about the parents who got into the game.
Yeah, the parents, when she's referring to these couple in Korea, they had to have been a young couple because their baby was only 3 months. She was pregnant again. So apparently they got caught in, I forget the name, I don't remember the name of the game, but apparently this particular game was supposed to be helping them, or it helps parents to be parents. So it was an ironic thing, because that baby ended up dying because they were so into the game and the different levels and different so forth that they ignored the baby, and the baby ended up dying, starving to death.
You already told us.
Ooh.
I'm talking to the ones that weren't here. In fact, I was talking to them. To your memory. And I've heard of other stories, and I don't have any in particular, that people have got caught up so much in a fantasy. You guys have heard of course, nowadays you guys got all kinds of video games. what is it that they have people acting like the characters now? They have these conventions, and you dress up into these characters, and these are grown
Sci-fi
adults.
con.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube, and I'm
Batman.
like, what in the world? And I'm not saying this, some of it's like it could be harmless, I don't know the characters. But they're all like making a big deal. This is this is my favorite thing. So I thought it's interesting that you actually want to become the character. And so I don't know the types of characters that are out there that would allow people, if the character is doing harm to one another, that they can become that kind of character to do harm.
Lols.
Let me tell you what she said, first of all. Because I do want you guys' comments on that. Some of you guys could be responsible. Some of you guys may have people praying for you. I'm not saying to stay away. You as a born-again believer may know what's too much and what's not too much. But me as a born-again, if I'm doing seances or playing Ouija board games or different things, is that the same, you think? Could that be considered in the same category? You guys know what Ouija board is?
No.
Oh, you guys don't know what it is. Of course, we had that back then.
Thing and
I didn't
points
have
letters
it.
and tells you.
Say it louder, Christina.
Wait, is that the ghost thing?
The game board thing where it goes things.
You said it goes to
Contact
letters.
your
And I
spirit.
It goes to letters and it tells you messages.
It moves by
You
itself.
You ask it something.
You mean like the black magic kind of thing? Where it looks like an ironing thing and it moves on its own?
It goes, I don't know, but it goes to the place, and they said the only way you can destroy it is to, you can't throw it, you shouldn't throw it away, you have to destroy it by fire or something like that. There was a ritual you have to do. It's what we heard back then. So they still have the game out. Maybe because they have so many other fantasy type games, it's not as popular because now video games is taking it to the roof. So we had those games, and I remember a teenager at that time, when I was in high school, they were saying apparently a friend of theirs was playing Ouija board, and the Ouija board told them to meet him outside by a tree at such and such time. I told you guys this, at such and such place. There's some kind of park or whatever. And the guy that was in my class said, they went out there and they were walking to the, as they were going out there, they saw a figure by the very tree that the Ouija board said to meet them by. And they wouldn't go closer because they were scared. It was like a shadow of a figure. But if they went closer, they may have met him. But enemy has its own tricks and games, and he can use an open door to maneuver anything he wants to. Let me go ahead and read her response, and we'll talk about it.
Some billionaires like to use their money to help society. Seto Kaiba spends it on card games.